Wizard101 just dropped their summer test round for 2023, and there's a lot of things for us to unpack in this video. First up, we're going to start up with the actual patch notes, and then I'm going to look at a couple of things in-game and talk about how some of the community is already feeling about some of the things. Alright, so over on the official Wizard101 website here, we have the patch notes for the Crying Sky raid game update. So obviously, this update came with a whole brand new raid. Really cool raid, guys. I did stream this a lot yesterday. You can check out my Twitch VOD. I also will be streaming it today when this video goes live. Really fun raid, beautiful, has some of the best music in the game, in my opinion, like the actual theme itself, and it's been honestly a lot of fun to just try and learn things with the community again. Now, what I will say right away about this raid is the drops are really bad. Okay, so we got a couple of the things data mined from like Atmoplax and Wiz spoilers over on Twitter, and the gear is basically literally just Aeon gear, but it's a little bit worse than Aeon gear, and that's the gear that you get for beating the raid. So overall, I haven't seen a single person in the whole community, at least as of the first day, that has said they like the new raid gear. It looks cool, but the actual gear template, the community just doesn't like it. Like literally everybody universally does not like this template because it's just a really bad gear template. Also, the pets are, you know, kind of basic. They're just like, you know, Quetzals, I think is how you pronounce it, from Azteca, and they give it aura that isn't very good. And that's really about it. The raid is really nice. I'll have a video talking about that pretty soon, but really like very nice atmosphere to the raid, but the drops are just kind of bad. So that is the first thing we have. Obviously we have the name and gender change options. So if you guys are interested in this, you need to have 100 crowns, and then you have to go to the shopping district, into the magic mirror shop, and in the top right there'll be an icon that will let you change your name or gender or both, and then you pay crowns and you pick them, and it's really cool. There are a lot of cool names in the community. I've seen like Olive Garden and like Bow and stuff like that. Just a lot of fun, unique names you can put together. So it'll be pretty neat to see some new names in the game. Sorry. Challenge mode got updated. I think this is also talking about advanced combat, so PvP, obviously challenge mode, and raids. They added some more cheats to them apparently. There's no enchants, no standard mode spells like Enfeeble, Shatter, and no AoEs. Okay, so guys, right here, no AoEs. This means Scarecrow and Stormlord and Fire Dragon and Earthquake, all in PvP, cannot be used anymore, whether that's 1v1 or team PvP. So I've seen the community be pretty outraged by this within the first day. I think it is definitely a very controversial change, I would say, and I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I need to play more without AoEs in 1v1 or, you know, raids to figure it out, obviously, but it is pretty neat to see it change. But overall, I've seen a lot of the community be a little bit concerned about no AoEs in general. Several spells have been banned, so yeah, like, you know, Stormlord, Rebirth, Infinite Removal, like Enfeeble and Shatter. So PvE Myth will be a bit worse, but not by much, and Storm will be worse against PvE as well. And then Blizzard, Humongo Frog, Meteor Strike, and Sandstorm all got Spellman upgrades to their damage, which is really cool. I'll show you guys this back on Wiz when I get back to that area in this video. You can either upgrade the damage purely or split it or divide it, I think, between people, which is kind of weird. I would just recommend going to the top path on these spells. when they do come to live realm. We're not sure how to acquire these yet in test or when it goes live, but definitely a cool change. New beast forms, don't really care about that. If you are into Beast Moon, I guess you can pause the video here, take a look at them if you want. In-person pet kiosk updates. I was reading through this earlier, and I honestly have no idea what the hell they're talking about, because either you hatch with somebody in the hatchery, like coordinate a realm and an area to go to, or you just use the pet kiosk when they're offline. So I don't got a clue. I don't even have a clue what this is saying. Again, if y'all wanna, if y'all wanna read through this, be my guest. I don't really understand what the difference is. I guess it's telling you how much it would cost if you met them in person, but how would you meet them in person if you can't like DM them through the kiosk? Pet Derby returns. So it actually looks like KingStyle listened to my feedback on that video, which is pretty cool. You can actually do Pet Derby during the Pet Promenade to get event points for your Scroll of Fortune, y'all. So this was one of my recommendations I had for them, and it's really cool that they decided to listen to that feedback and incorporate it back in here. So if you are somebody who is big into Pet Derby, you know, this summer update will be pretty cool for you, especially when that Pet Promenade comes around. PvP level scaling. So basically how this works, guys, I don't fully understand it yet, but how it works is if you're max and you want to go down to 50, 60, or exalted, you can do that if you want to, and they're gonna scale your gear to be appropriate for that level. So like, from my understanding, if I have like full Aeon gear, it'll like scale that gear down to like exalted versions of Aeon, I think. Excuse me, I could be wrong though. So that is a pretty interesting one, I will say that. Bug fixes, you know, you guys could probably just go through these, you know, quality of life things, which are pretty nice in my opinion. And, oh, right, this one's big. This guy right here, spell changes, y'all. Spell changes, okay. Catch of the Day, Sacred Charge, and Burning Rampage now have Spellment paths. Alright guys, so I'm back on Test Realm, and as you can see right here, we have Catch of the Day Spellments. Now, take a look at this baddie right here, okay? Tier 1 Catch of the Day is now base, always doing more than high-end Catch of the Day before. And when you max tier this guy, it's almost as much as a Catalan. Not quite, but it's still not bad damage now. Like, you would consider using this more often now because the damage is actually like decent, you know? So it's really cool to see Catch get a pretty substantial buff. Like, it got like a 125 damage buff this update, you know, probably about 100. So that's a pretty big deal, y'all. Sacred Charge now, as you can see, 6 pips still, obviously. 600 damage, and I think that means an aura for 4 rounds. That gives you outgoing. So, pretty interesting card, I will say that. I might try that out when it hits live round for PvP. Alright, so now on the fire here, we have Rampage, which also did get a pretty substantial buff. This card, I think, honestly, right now, 840... that's a lot of damage, y'all. Like, they're gonna have to remove this or they get cooked. Because 5 pips for that amount of damage on a fire, that's insane, you know? Meteor Strike, as you can see right here, we have divide damage, or we just have top path. Now, I don't know why you would ever divide the damage on this spell. It just seems like a horrible idea. So if you are a PvE player, definitely go top path Meteor Strike. It's really, really good damage per pip now, and it will help you out a lot. But yeah, guys, that's everything for this test realm right now. I think I covered everything in terms of how the community is feeling about the raid stuff and, you know, a couple other things. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. If you made it this far, leave a like, rating, and sub, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, y'all.